So 3 space.
No.
And now for our feature presentation.
Okay, everybody, time now for me to do a fresh new run of Jeopardy for the Nintendo Wii. And joining me this time is Mr. the 11 Holler.
Howdy, folks.
Hello. Haven't played Jeopardy for the Wii in quite some time, so it's time for me to get back in the swing of things. That's true. Oh yeah. It's been a while since I played this version.
Hi folks, and welcome.
This is Jeopardy!
And we're ready to go.
Welcome to Jeopardy, everyone.
We'll do easy difficulty. More than 300 game shows have come and gone since Jeopardy premiered in syndication in 1984.
This is Jeopardy! Here are today's contestants. Player 1, Player 2, Player 3, and now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny. Hi, everyone. Welcome aboard. Here we go. Jeopardy round. And we start the Jeopardy round categories with this one. Who's your daddy? How about them tigers? World geography, literary geography, the animal kingdom, and Greek alphabet soup. A lot of clues, a lot of
your daddy for
categories.
200?
Player 1, make a 24-star Kiefer.
Who is Donald Sutherland?
It's Player 1. Use the Wii remote or press the corresponding direction. Yep.
Who's your daddy for 400, please?
We return to you, Player 1. Actress Jamie Lee.
Who's Tony Curtis?
Player 1. Hey, you're right.
I'll have Who's Your Daddy for 600, please.
Choose again, Player 1. International pop star Enrique.
Who is Julio Iglesias?
Yes, Player 1. You got it.
Who's your daddy for 800?
Please pick again, Player 1. Boxer turned dancer, Layla.
Who is Muhammad Ali?
Okay, Player 1. Right.
Who's your daddy for 1,000?
Player 1. You pick again. Emmy and Tony Award-winning actress, Amanda.
Who is Christopher Plummer?
Let's hear it, Player 1. Yeah, good.
Alright.
Select again.
How about them tigers for 200?
This tiger is the great spokescat for Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
Who is Tony?
Player 1. That is correct.
Yep. How about them tigers for 400?
Player 1. All right, here with the clue is Kelly.
The South China tiger has these features spaced farther apart than other species do. On each individual tiger, they're unique, like fingerprints.
What are whiskers?
Okay, player 1.
No, what are...
What are
Space
the
apart.
choices?
Claws, stripes, and eyes. Okay, I guess I'll go with what are claws.
Sorry, that's wrong.
No, that's okay.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
It's alright. Oh, wait, maybe I think I know it now. I'm getting a call from somebody. It looks like it's Craig Simmons.
The correct response is it's stripes.
Stripes, yeah, okay.
Player 1, back to you for our next selection.
Okay, here. Hey, Craig, welcome back. We're doing Jeopardy for the Wii, Craig.
Tiger is the second rank in this organization for young boys.
What are,
Yes, player 1.
the Boy Scouts? Cub Scouts?
Good.
Okay, how about them Tigers for 800?
You again, player 1. Tigers are the largest cats, and the tiger named for this Russian region is the largest tiger.
What is Siberia?
It's player 1. That's right. Way
How
to
about
go.
them Tigers for 1,000?
Player 1. The largest population of wild tigers is found in this Asian country on about 30 wildlife reserves.
What is India?
Let's hear it, player 1. Good.
Yep. World Geography for 200.
Player 1, back to you. Melbourne is in the Australian state named for this woman, a friend of Viscount Melbourne.
Who is Victoria?
Okay, player 1.
Yeah, by the way, right.
Right.
That's cool.
Please pick again, player 1. You can enter this European city via the Puerta de Bisagra and its U.S. namesake via exit 64 on the Ohio Turnpike.
What is Canton?
Player 1?
That's legitimate enough for me.
Nope.
It's alright.
Anyone else care to try to come up with the correct response?
Looks like another 48 hours. Paramount Pictures movie, of course, from 1990. Oh, it's Toledo.
We're talking about Toledo.
Oh, okay, World Geography for 600.
Player 1. Paulistas live in a large city in this large South American country.
What is Brazil?
It's player 1. Right you are.
I'll go with World Geography for 800.
Select again. This country's Grand Canal
Okay.
ends at the port of Hangzhou.
Yeah. And don't call him short.
Yes, player 1.
What is Grand Canal ends at the port of Hangzhou? What is China?
That's it.
World Geography for 1,000.
You again, player 1.
Daily Double.
It's the Daily
Yeah,
Double.
looks like we're getting a call from Alex Holloway. Let's get
You
him in
are
here.
currently in the lead. Please enter your wager.
There he is.
Howdy.
Howdy.
And the Daily Double clue. It's Africa's highest mount that shares its name with a country.
What is Mount Kenya?
You have
Yeah, buddy!
All right.
Choose
Literary
again,
Geography
player
200.
1. In Chapter 8 of this novel, Atlanta is very exhilarating and temporarily even better than Tara.
What is Gone with the Wind?
Player 1? That's correct.
Let's see, Alex just left me a voicemail, but we
We
got him
return
on the
to
call,
you,
so...
player 1.
Here we go. Literary Geography for 400.
In the preface to the Moonstone, Vishnu commands 3 Brahmins in this country to guard the title gem night and day.
I'm going to go with what is India.
Okay, player 1.
That
Correct.
is India. Literary Geography for 600.
Player 1. Pick again. In Pride and Prejudice, Mrs. Bennet says, the country is a vast deal pleasanter than this city.
What is London?
It's player 1. Yes.
Literary Geography for 800.
You get to pick again. In Chapter 5 of The Sun Also Rises, horse chestnut trees are in bloom in this city's Luxembourg Gardens.
What
Let's hear it, player 1.
is Berlin? No, it's not Berlin.
Anyone else?
Not Berlin, Germany. So it's either Paris, France, or Madrid, Spain.
Here's the correct response. Paris.
Oh, Paris. Okay, that's alright. Literary geography for 1,000.
Player 1, back to you. It's the first river mentioned in The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Yes, player 1.
What is the Hudson River?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Because it's a New England story.
Choose again,
Animal
player
Kingdom
1.
200.
These animals of the order Chiroptera are the only mammals that can truly fly.
What are bats?
Player 1? That's correct.
Animal Kingdom for 400.
Player 1. This feisty Thai fish blows sticky bubbles to make a nest, then puts the eggs in its mouth and blows them in the nest.
How do you know it?
Okay, player 1.
What is a fighting fish?
That is correct.
I'll have Animal Kingdom for 600.
Player 1. Muskrats and wood rats belong to this order of mammals. Yes,
What
player 1.
What are marsupiala?
That's not it.
Oh well.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
I want your Koopa. No.
Here's what we were looking for. Rodentia.
Oh, Rodentia. Okay. 800, please. For
You again,
Animal Kingdom.
player 1. Here's Kelly from our Clue Crew with the clue.
If you see one of these under the sea, look, but don't touch. The spines can be poisonous.
It's player 1.
What is sea urchin?
Good for you.
Animal Kingdom for 1,000.
You get to pick again, player 1. Fruit and lizards, yum, are favorite foods of the coati, also known by this longer name. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is a Kawatimundi?
Yeah.
Yes.
Greek alphabet soup for 200.
Please pick again, player 1. She became the advertising global spokeswoman for T-Mobile in 2002. It's player 1.
Who is Catherine Zeta-Jones?
Right.
400.
Select again. In this type of testing, electronic equipment is subjected to the real-world conditions in which it'll be used. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is beta?
Correct.
600.
Player 1, back to you for our... These waves of roughly 7 to 13 hertz are associated with relaxation and creativity in the brain. Player 1,
What are alpha waves?
that is correct.
800.
Player 1, you pick again, please. This
Or
Swiss
1,000.
watch company was founded by Louis Brandt in
I
1848.
didn't mean to pick the $1,000 clue. I meant to pick the
Yes,
$800
player
clue,
one.
but that's okay. What is Omega?
Right you are.
Last clue. Before we go to the double Jeopardy round.
And we'll wrap up the board with this clue. 1970's #1 hit for Helen Reddy. Okay, player 1.
What is Delta Dawn?
Right.
Bringing me to $19,000 while the computer players have nothing.
Player 2 is going first in Double Jeopardy when we come back following this.
A lot of money sitting in front of me right now. Bless you.
We start the Double Jeopardy categories with this one. Science. Endgame. Amelia Earhart. USA. Bible Heroes. And Sports Quotes. Player 2 gets to make the first
Endgame for
selection once
400.
again. This time, we're moving into the Double Jeopardy round. Christmas in Calais or Cannes? It's player 1.
What is Noel?
Correct.
Endgame for 800.
We return to you, player 1. In a song from the film The Jungle Book, these are bare.
What are necessities?
Okay, player 1.
I love that song.
That is correct.
I'll have Endgame for 1200.
Player 1, back to you. This Latin term means it does not follow. Hey, what's for lunch? Let's hear it, player 1.
What is non sequitur?
That's correct.
Endgame for 1600.
Select again. Evil gold hoarders are the title guys in Wagner's Ring of the This.
What is the Nibelung?
Yes, player one.
However you say it.
That's right.
Yeah,
way to
buddy.
go.
Endgame for 2000.
You get to pick again, player one. From the Arabic for hunting horn. It's another name for mother of pearl. Player one.
What is Nakib? No. But that's okay.
Any other
I got a
takers?
big lead right now.
Okay.
It's all that matters, right?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, yo.
It's player two.
Is it Nacre?
That's correct.
Yep. Give me $2,000.
We return to you, player two.
Bible Heroes for 400.
At the burning bush, God told him he was the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. Okay, player one.
The burning bush was Noah.
No.
No, it was not. Oh well.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct
Oops.
response?
So for that, my answer of Moses was, or Noah was, no.
Here's the response we were looking for. Moses.
Moses. Okay.
Player two. You pick again,
Bible Heroes
please.
800.
Goliath mocked him, saying, "Am I a dog that thou comest to me with staves?"
Who is David?
Player one. Good.
Bible Heroes for 1200.
Player one. Back in Luke, he is quoted as saying, "I indeed baptize you with water, but one mightier than I cometh."
Who is John?
Let's hear it, player one.
John the Baptist?
Right.
I'll take Bible Heroes for 1600.
Please pick again, player one. When Jesus saw this tax collector and first gospel writer, he told him to follow me.
Who's Matthew?
Yes, player one. You got it.
Bible Heroes for 2000.
Player one. Pick again. In Judges, he said, "With the jaw of an ass have I slain 1,000 men." It's player
Who
one.
is Who is Samson?
Good.
Yay. Science
You
for
again,
400.
player one.
That's
It's
right.
the weakest of the four basic forces, but it's strong enough to keep the moon orbiting the Earth. Okay, player one.
What is gravity?
Yes.
Science for 800.
Choose again, player one. And I'll hand it off to Kelly.
A cubic inch of material contains 1,000,000,000,000,000,000 of these, each with protons and neutrons in its nucleus.
Player one.
What are molecules?
No.
Darn.
Anyone else?
I got it wrong, so the answer is no.
Here's what we wanted. Atoms.
Atoms, okay. I'll go with
Player
science
one.
for 1200.
Changes in the tropospheric layer of this are what give us weather. Yes, player one.
What is the atmosphere?
Yes.
Science for 1600.
You get to pick again. To test deep water structures, wave tanks generate waves, wind, and this water flow, from the Latin for running. Let's hear it, player one.
What is a current?
You are correct.
Science for 2000.
Please pick again. The name of this eighth element is from a Greek word meaning sharp. Player one.
What is It's not hydrogen. What is potassium?
No, that's not right.
But it's oxygen.
Any other takers? Yes, player three.
Oxygen, yeah.
Good for you.
Okay.
Player three, back to you
Amelia
for
Earhart
our next
400.
selection. Amelia's first plane was bright yellow and named for this songbird.
What's a canary?
Okay, player one. That's it.
I'll take Amelia Earhart for 800.
Select again. In June of 1928, Amelia became the first woman to fly across this body of water, though she was only a passenger.
What is the Atlantic?
It's player one.
Atlantic Ocean.
Hey, you're
Amelia
right.
Earhart for 1200.
We return to you. In 1935, Amelia flew solo in about 18 hours from Wheeler Field in this state to Oakland, California. Let's hear it, player one.
I believe that would be in Wheelerfield, New York?
No.
No, it's not in New York.
Anyone else
And
want to hazard a
somebody else
guess on
comes
this?
in.
Here's the correct response. Hawaii,
Hawaii, okay.
player one. You
Amelia
pick
Earhart,
again,
1600?
please. On her last flight, Amelia Earhart took off from this large island.
And it looks like Robin
Yes,
wants to
player
be
one.
added to the call, so I will let her come in. There we go. What is New Guinea?
Correct. Player one, back to you.
Hello?
Leaving Robin.
Ah!
The first of the daily doubles. You are in the lead right now.
I'd like to wager
Decide on your
6,800,
wager, player
please.
one. Answer. Amelia was promised her independence when she married a member of this prominent publishing family.
What is Putnam?
That puts you
Yeah!
even further ahead. You again,
USA
player
400.
one. The name of the ukulele means flea in the native language of this state, where it was introduced by the Portuguese.
What is Hawaii?
Player one? Yep.
I'll take USA for 800.
Choose again, player one. The state nut of Alabama isn't your kooky cousin. It's this thin-shelled pie ingredient.
What is a pecan?
It's player one.
Apple pie, cherry pie, blueberry pie, chocolate pie,
Yes.
strawberry pie, raspberry pie, ice cream pie.
Caroling to the
And
animals
more
is a
chocolate
holiday
pie.
tradition at the Lincoln Park Zoo in this Midwest city.
What is Chicago?
Let's hear it, player one.
Chicago.
Right.
1600.
Select again.
Daily double.
Answer. The second daily double.
I'm gonna go for
And you're in the lead
12,600.
now. Will it be?
No, bigger risk. 22,600.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Answer this. Its state song says, "Follow the old Kit Carson trail until desert meets the hills."
What is Nevada?
You have
Yeah!
your lead. Way to go.
Go.
Choose again.
USA
player
2000.
one. Alphabetically, this southern state's counties run from Adams to Yazoo. Okay, player
Adams
one.
to Yazoo? That would be Mississippi.
Good.
Okay.
Please. pick
Sports
again,
Box 400.
player Johnny Logan. We're honoring one of the all-time greats in baseball. Stan the Man Him. He's immoral.
Who is Stan Musial?
Yes, player one. Yes.
800.
You again, player one. This Hall of Fame 1970s Reds catcher was thinking about making a comeback until I pulled a muscle vacuuming. Player one?
Who is Pete Rose?
No,
Oh
sorry.
well. Apple pie,
Anyone else?
cherry pie, blueberry pie, chocolate pie, strawberry pie, raspberry pie, ice cream pie, and more chocolate pie.
We're talking about Johnny Bench.
Oh, Johnny Bench. Okay, 1,200, please.
Player one. He made Bartlett's with, "If people don't want to come out to the ballpark, nobody's going to stop them."
Who is Yogi Berra?
Okay, player one. Good.
16.
You get to pick again. This 1950s Yankee manager said of a pitcher, "He don't smoke, he don't drink, he don't chase women, and he don't win." It's player one.
Who is Casey Stengel.
Yes.
Not the last clue.
Now let's take a look at that $2,000 clue, shall we? At a dinner, Redskins running back John Riggins begged this Supreme Court justice, "Baby, loosen up." Let's hear it, player one.
Who is Sandra Day O'Connor?
Yeah, good.
Alright.
All three of you will participate in Final Jeopardy right after this. Everything depends on Final Jeopardy, of course, so let's take a look at the category, shall we? Literary characters.
Okay.
You need to select your wager.
Alrighty then. What will I wager? I'm gonna wager $33,600.
Each direction on the plus control pad
66,400.
represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. And the clue reads, this hero is the son of Ecgtheow and the grandson of Hrethel.
Who is Beowulf?
What did you put as your response?
You said Beowulf.
And this correct
Yep.
response will add how much to your score?
$5. So you go to 2005.
And your response?
What? Who is Siegfried? No, not Siegfried.
And that will lose you.
And you lost $250. You go down to $1,750.
Let's see your response.
I said who is Beowulf.
And that correct response will
So in
add...
one game, I've won $100,000. Yeah, yeah.
Congratulations to you, player one.
Yeah, buddy. I'll see you all for our next video coming soon, folks.
Good game. Thank you so much for playing.